All right. Good evening, everyone. Good morning over there in Asia. Late evening there in Europe and in North America on the Pacific Coast. You're probably having dinner right about now. Welcome in, everyone, to the Slapshot franchise series with EA25. Welcome to my Twitch crew. Welcome to the YouTube crew who may be watching this after the fact when it gets edited and loaded up on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, say hi. I can put your comment on the screen here. I have that ability. And yeah, I was excited making that intro today because it shows off some of our great community players that we hope to get in the league very soon. So for those of you that are new, this is my 30 and 30 challenge, 30 streams in 30 days. We're up about the halfway mark here and keep on going. I'm back tomorrow with the PTCS in the evening for some special drops with OOTP 25 baseball. And yeah, tonight is hockey night. It is hockey night. The season's underway. This is day 16. It's all about NHL 25, the game I played the most of all video games in my video game career. We got Fussmucker in. We've got TX Jenks. We got Flying WV. Great to see you guys. And I think all of you were in the intro as well. Yeah, I think I got all of you. I didn't get all the creative players in the intro because I have two different intros. Each week I'll play one of the different ones. So if your user created player wasn't in today, it will be in next week. And unfortunately, we cannot create any more players now. We're too far into the franchise that the game will not allow me to add more prospects. So what we have is what we have. NHL talk again, whether it's trades, whether it's poking fun at other teams like the Devils, the Rangers, the Maple Leafs, or exploring what is wrong with our favorite team. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Boston. I'm talking about you, Toronto. I'm talking about you, Edmonton, Calgary, Vancouver. Well, maybe not Calgary. This was posted in the Edmonton group I'm in. Opening night last night in Edmonton, this was the prices. If you went to the concession to get yourself a nice beverage, a nice adult beverage, this is what you'd be paying in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Remember, these are Canadian prices, so keep that in mind. If you wanted a Caesar, $12.99. Maybe you want a Heineken, $7.99. How about a can of Heineken? Not just the draft, but a can of Heineken, $10.49 for a can of Heineken. Maybe you want a Molson Canadian. You can get the 12 ounce for $9.49 or the 18 ounce for $18.99. Yeah, these are the alcohol prices at the Edmonton Oilers games. You want a Strongbow? $13.99, no problem. How about some peanuts? $5.99 for some lousy peanuts. Highball, $11.99. So yeah, pretty crazy prices. I'm sure this is what you see on a lot of Lapshot. Yeah, Lapshot C. It's a good name for my brand name for my productions. Lapshot, copyrighted. Yes, do not copy it. I'll play it at the end of the stream too for those that might come in later and missed it. So yeah, these are the prices at Rogers Center in Edmonton, Alberta for the Oilers game. Again, as we quest for the Stanley Cup. Again, my hockey streams. Tuesday is Lap versus Chat. Going to have Fussmucker on this Tuesday, I believe. I believe Fussmucker's on Tuesday to compete in the showdown. Wednesdays is the one-off challenge. Last week, I could only draft people from the Pacific Division. Fridays and Saturdays are Slapshot. Tomorrow, though, preempted for the PTCS, so tomorrow should be just baseball. So I don't think we'll be doing any Slapshot tomorrow, just the PTCS. So there you go. Welcome all in. Again, welcome those of you that are on YouTube. The Lap versus Community Challenge, we've done 2 already. This is streamed on Tuesdays at about 1 p.m. Eastern. Boiled Egg took the first match against me, and I beat D-Block this recent week. So tiebreaker coming up, and I'm looking for some opponent for match number 4 towards the end of the month. So check that out. Don't forget the giveaway. The form will come out a little bit later. I know it's getting late there on the East Coast, but hey, you got to wait. in about 80 minutes, 90 minutes time, that form will come out for your chance to win a game on behalf of Lap. Yes, up to a $60 value that'll draw at the end of the month. So the 30 and 30 challenge keeps on going on. And this franchise, for those of you that may be new watching on YouTube, this is NHL 25 Slapshot version. Slapshot Goon Squad is what we're calling this franchise. We're trying to model our franchise after the 1977 movie Slapshot. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's cheesy. I know. There's swearing, there's nudity, there's objectionable scenes. That's okay. You're adults, I hope. And if you're not an adult, please ask your parents for permission to watch Slapshot. Don't get me into trouble. I don't need any more lawsuits. No, that's enough. So again, modeling our team after the Slapshot movie. The rules for our franchise, for those that might just be tuning in, kind of in our fight to glory: no trades. We cannot trade with other teams. We cannot pick up free agents unless they are the community players that we created to try and get them on the team. So those players I'm allowed to trade for. In fact, I've already traded for some from the last draft. The only drafted community player I do not have is Ezra Denny, because the Detroit Red Wings are nuts. They want way too much for Ezra Denny. I offered him a second rounder and a third rounder and a fourth rounder, and they turned it down. So I'll try again at some point, or I'll wait till Ezra becomes a free agent. Injuries are off. I don't want the tedious nonsense of having to deal with injuries after every game. And we can only draft power forwards, grinders, enforcers, defensive defensemen. And because our goalie is a French Canadian, Mr. Lemieux, we can only draft goalies from the QHL or that were born in France. Those are the parameters for the NHL Slapshot series. If you've played franchise before, you know how difficult it is to build a team with no parameters. So this is going to be tough. Our goal is to get the captain right here. He's holding up the for sale sign. We want to get him the cup, Reggie Dunlop, before he retires. Again, we are allowed to pick up free agents in the offseason to fill our team until we have enough drafted players that we can put on the team. We've only played 2 seasons so far. We get 7 picks a season. That's 14 players. We need, 20 in the majors, 20 in the minors. So we still get to use some free agents until we get to the point where all of the players are original drafted or community players from other teams. Channel points, we will bet later on how many wins the team will get. We got 5 wins in season 1, 9 wins in season 2. I'm thinking I'll set the win mark at about 14.5, maybe. And of course, I adjusted some settings in terms of gameplay. Not too much. Like I said, waivers are off because we can't pick up anyone on waivers. And I turned fighting up. Yeah, fighting is turned up. Also, congratulations. The very first community player that was drafted by our team was Smiley Face Oshie. Smiley Face Oshie, number 74, actually, not number 44. Number 74, a power forward. And they will go down in the annals of history in the Slapshot franchise series because they were our first community drafted player, not our first drafted player. That is Mr. McQueen, who we have on the team. And then we made a trade. This is the first player that's actually going to play a game for the Charlestown Chiefs. The first player that's going to put on that beautiful blue and yellow uniform, and that is John Calgill. John Calgill was drafted by another team, but we made the trade for him in the offseason, and he will make his debut tonight with the Charleston Chiefs. An enforcing defenseman from Flying WV, number 44, John Calgill. It has the mum topless. Yeah, it's got a few mums that are topless. Yeah, it does. It does. Fussmucker, I modeled you after the I don't know if you saw the intro, but the good-looking guy that never wanted his hair messed up, the blonde, all the ladies were after him. He got the black eye and he looked in the mirror. He was upset. That's who I modeled your character after. Can't remember his name in the movie. Also making his AHL debut. Not good enough to come up to the majors yet. He'll be probably on our team next year. But Cubs fan 23 Steve and Steve Santo Lemieux, our French Canadian goalie, is going to spend a year in the AHL honing his skills. Again, modeled after the goalie from the movie Slapshot, Mr. Lemieux. And speaking of Cubs fan Steve, you guys have seen it in the chat. He posted it on my Discord. He's a big Slapshot fan. Yeah, he likes the movie. Him and his son actually, he said, really enjoy the movie Slapshot. And he has these McFarland figures. I did not know these existed until a few weeks ago. And apparently, I think his son bought these for him, or his son, or someone gave a set to him and his son. But McFarlane over the last 15, 20 years, they made the Spawn figures. They make Major League Baseball. McFarlane makes a lot of action figures. I think they're like 8 inches, 6 or 8 inches. And this is a set that he has. Each figure comes with a little piece of ice and a little bit of the hockey rink boards. And when you fit them all together, you get something that looks like this. This is actually Cub fan Steve setup right here. So pretty cool. And this is what they look like in their original packaging. I don't know, maybe you can find them at your local Goodwill or local hobby store. I'm definitely going to keep my eye open for them. I don't know when they were released. I'm thinking within the last 10 years they came out. They still got the J hooks on them there. Yeah, I would definitely love a set like this. So all 3 of the Hanson brothers in a McFarland figure. And not only that, Funko Pop. Yeah, the Funko Pops have a Hanson set as well with the Hanson brothers. So you can get Jack and Steve and get the other Hanson. Jack, Steve, Jerry, I don't know. I can't remember his name, but you can get them as pop figures. But the one I'm going to really try and get, I don't know if we can still get them in Canada. I looked on the release date. They came out in May. This one came out in May. I gotta somehow get my hands on a Reggie Dunlop Slapshot Funko Pop. They don't have the McFarlane action figure of him, but this, I got to get him and put it on my desk, especially in honor of this series and to get him the cup. I even got a little mini Stanley Cup. If we can get him the cup, then he's going to be able to hoist. His Funko Pop is going to be able to hoist that cup. Yeah, the problem with eBay, though, it's so expensive for shipping, especially to Canada. You might pay like $15 for this and then like $30 for shipping. I don't want to pay $50 for it. So I'm going to check around my local places around Edmonton. It just came out in May, so maybe a GameStop or a Walmart, or there might be some places that still have them on the shelves. And if not, hobby stores, I might find one in a hobby store. The good news is it's not 3 years old or 5 years old where the price would be way up there. It's still, it was just released a couple months ago. But Reggie Dunlop, although I like the Hanson brothers, that retail was like $50 just for this 3-pack. I think I'll be content with just getting the Reggie Dunlop. Yeah, people lowballing the price, and then absolutely with the shipping. I like to look for listings that are free shipping. I don't mind paying a little more for something if it's free shipping. And then on top of that, if I buy something from the US, it's hit and miss in terms of custom fees. Like at the border, it's weird. About 1 in every 5 things that I get from the United States, they ding me with like a $40 custom charge to get over the border. Like, what kind of nut kind of world are we living in? Like, it's just crossing a border. It's just a little toy. So I'm very leery about ordering things from the United States. Got a few friends down there. Sometimes if there's something that I see down there, I get one of them to buy it and then ship it to me privately, because you don't get hit with custom fees if someone's sending it to you as a gift or someone's sending it to you as a birthday present or something like that. It's when you buy from like an eBay or an Amazon seller, then the Border Patrol doesn't seem to want to let that cross without making you pay. It is shipped by Amazon, but is it Amazon.ca? See, that's the issue too. Amazon.com is more expensive, And sometimes Amazon.com doesn't ship to my rural location. It's really weird. But I will check on Amazon.ca as well because they may have this too. Maybe D-Block can get it in Germany. I don't know. But then it would cost like $100 to ship over. But yeah, I thought I was preparing the slides for this today. I thought, you know what? Let's take a look at what kind of toys they have for Slapshot, this iconic movie. So again, if you're watching on YouTube, welcome into episode number 3 of Win Reggie a Cup. Once again, these are the actual photos from Cub fan Steve. Very cool. McFarlane does a lot of cool little details. It's not just the action figure. Like, look at one of the Hanson brothers. He's hit against the board. He's got a broken stick on the ice. Unless Steve just accidentally broke it. I don't know. I'll have to ask him if that's how it came or if he broke his stick. You hate to have a broken stick, folks. You don't want your stick to break. You can't just tape it up. Welcome in, Brynick. Fun time in your life. There is mention of Broome County in the movie. Was your hometown arena and the Broome Dusters? Well, that's very cool. And that's why I think this movie resonates with a lot of elderly people. And by elderly, I mean over 50, because it's something they grew up with. And just that American hockey kind of culture. Even though a lot of Canadians love the movie, it is still American. All right, we're on a break. When we come back, we're going to look at some of the NHL news of the last couple of days, and then we're getting in to the season. Yes, season number 3, Win Reggie a Cup, the Slapshot Fight to Glory series. Be back in 2 minutes' time. All right, so not too much hockey news tonight. Just go through a few real kind of hockey stories before we get on with the franchise. Games going on tonight. A surprising score midway through the third period. Chicago is got a 1-0 lead on the road in Winnipeg. Winnipeg, after just crushing Edmonton like 5-0 or 6-0 Wednesday night, and Chicago's beating them 1-0. Flyers and Canucks just getting underway in Vancouver. That is scoreless. The Blues, who played in San Jose and won in overtime last night, they are just getting underway in Vegas on back-to-back nights. And the Lightning, their opening day of the season, they take Carolina 4-1. And they were supposed to play a game tomorrow night against Carolina back in Tampa. But of course, with everything going on with the hurricane, that game has been postponed tomorrow night. So no Tampa Bay, Carolina tomorrow night. Also going on, again, if you get ESPN Plus, if you get Hulu, if you get Sportsnet up here in Canada, or TSN, NBC showing the Vancouver Philadelphia game. So I don't know what Scripps is. I've never heard of that. That must be an American satellite channel or something. Scripps has the St. Louis game. So all of these games available somewhere in your region. And a couple players in Philadelphia making their debut, getting on the ice there. Debut. I think it's Michkov, I think is one of them. And in that Tampa Bay game, Kucherov with the hat trick. How do you like that? Kucherov with the hat trick against Carolina in the very first game for Tampa this season. So he's definitely going to be up there in the scoring race with McDavid and Matthews and McKinnon and Kaprizov. There we go. Hat trick goal there for Mr. Kucherov. As is customary, rookies always, when they head out to the ice for the skates, the rookies kind of have to take a couple laps by themselves. So Lushenko and Michkov, two rookies playing in their first NHL game out on the ice on their own. And I think EA, we'll see if John Cowgill gets sent out on the ice on his own today in his first game. 4-point nights, not just 3 goals, hat trick, but 4-point night for Nikita Khrushchev in a 4-1 win. And more hat trick, more of, boy, they're really pumping up Cooch tonight. Friday fashion here in Vancouver. Another power play, Kucherov ready for a game in Winnipeg. And yeah, Jordan Staal gets a goal there for Carolina. He's getting up there in age. And Connor Geekie getting the rookie treatment as well for Tampa Bay tonight in his first NHL game. Not many people in the stands there. Quiet night in Carolina. Yeah, kind of a cool little tradition that they got going on there. All right, what else do we got going on? I think that's it. Let's check out the NHL X site. Weird situation in Edmonton. We've got this prospect, Lavoie, and he's not good enough for the NHL yet, and he's kind of too good for the AHL. So Edmonton wanted to put him in the AHL, the minors. You have to waive him. Vegas on October 7th claimed him. However, if you claim a player, he has to be on your 23-man roster. And Vegas said, no, we want him in our minors, so we're going to waive him and hope no one claims him. Well, Edmonton reclaimed him, but they want him in the minors. So they put him back on waivers, and Vegas claimed him again today. Yeah, I've never seen this before. One player going back and forth like a yo-yo between two teams. Edmonton has the advantage because they always have first right to reclaim a player if they're put back on waivers. So eventually at some point, Vegas is going to stop playing this game, or they're going to have to keep them on their 23-man roster. First goal for rookie Macklin Celebrini pops Dongoria's San Jose Sharks. He gets a goal last night against St. Louis. Always exciting for the family and the player. First overall pick in last year's draft. And here it is, kind of a strange goal. Yep. In honor of the St. Louis defenseman, watch this. Boop. Kids, you should have seen I deked out 4 players and I did a loop-de-loop and went around the net and popped it over my stick, and then I put it over the right-hand blocker of the goalie. It was a great first goal of my career. Yeah, we got video proof now. So there you go. There's a few news and notes from the NHL. Chicago 8 minutes away from shutting out Winnipeg. Blues now with a 1-0 lead over Vegas. And we'll check on those a little bit later. All right. We get back to the game. If I can find it here. Got so many screens open now. Xbox. Xbox is sleeping. Wake up, Xbox. All right. We're ready to go. All right, excited to see how our first community player does. We will do the draft later. So some of you that may not have been drafted last week will likely go tonight. We are playing franchise mode, so we're going to continue the franchise mode. You watch Goldthorpe fight our guys many times. Yeah, that was the 70s was a unique decade for hockey. Very unique decade. It was not so much about skill. It was about grit and toughness and intimidation. Of course, fighting was probably at an all-time high. You know, the elbows, a lot of elbows. Referees did not call a lot back then. Yeah, it was the 70s decade. And then once Montreal with their finesse, in the late 70s started winning some cups, it kind of changed the overall because basically teams copy successful teams. And Montreal, with all their superstar finesse guys, skilled guys, kind of changed the culture of hockey. And then the Islanders kind of copied that as well. And then you had Edmonton kind of copying that. And they were extremely, finesse in the Gretzky years. And then the 90s was a bunch of clutch and grab and New Jersey Devil hockey with the trap. The 1990s was the most boring decade. Like Mr. Lemieux, Mario, you got to feel bad for him because, during the peak years of his career, he had to play in that clutch and grab kind of era. How many points could he have had if he would have played in the 80s like Gretzky did? He probably would have rivaled Gretzky in terms of point production. And then in the 2000s, we still had that trap hockey, a lot of defensive schemes. And now we're into analytics and things like that. And, skilled players are kind of coming back into the game. We're starting to kind of recognize a lot more of the skill in hockey. Fighting's been kind of taken out. The referees, though, is always hit and miss. You don't know if the referee's going to call something or not call something. That's where we are right now. But here we're in Slapshot franchise mode and we're ready to start the season. Okay, let's go talk to a few of our players. Let's talk to our team captain, Reggie Dunlop. Or no, this is not our team captain. This is our first overall pick, Mr. McQueen. Well, let's talk about your play style. I want you to be a playmaker. Are you willing to be a playmaker? All right. You're ready to adapt your game. Good, because we got a bunch of goons. We need some of you young guys to adapt. Short term, a 1 month goal. What is your 1 month goal going to be? We're aiming for 1 month to become a playmaker. End conversation. Okay, there you go, McQueen. Now let's talk to our captain, Reggie Dunlop. Reggie, let's talk about your on ice play. Let's talk about your position here. I think we want to change your position. We want you to move out of left wing. You're not comfortable with that? Okay. I'm cool with that. I'm cool if you don't want to change your left wing position. How about your on ice play? Your play style. I need you to be power forward. Can you give me some grit? Not really? Oh boy, Reggie, you're a tough one. Okay. We're not going to talk anymore to you. Talk to two more players here. Who else do we want to make an impact with? Let's talk to Mr. Pickle. Talk about your on ice play, Mr. Pickle. This is new to the game this year. So, another reason I was kind of interested in playing EA 25. They had something similar in past versions, but they brought it back. And you can actually improve your player ratings. You can improve their statistics if they're in sync with you in your conversations. Mr. Pickle, will you be a playmaker as well? Not sure you're up to that. Okay, well, one success in conversations, two failures, and let's talk to John Calgill. John Calgill, our big defenseman. Let's talk about your on ice play, your play style. I want you to be defensive, John. Can you be that stay-at-home defense? So right now his puck skills are 2 out of 5, skating's 5 out of 5, shooting 5 out of 5, physical 5 out of 5, defense 3 out of 5, and senses 5 out of 5. The higher a player's overall rating and defensive attributes will factor into the player's willingness to change. Okay. Persuasion success is very risky. Or do we want him to be a two-way? You know what? I want you to be a two-way. Can we convert? No, you're a big guy, defensive. Please be green. Oh, you don't think your defenseman is par for that. Okay. How about a new topic, John? How about your on ice play? Position. No, we don't want to change position. We want to keep you there. We're going to end that conversation. All right. Well, we hope we didn't hurt your development too much, John. Thanks for coming to the manager's office, John. Thank you so much. All right. And for Flying WV, got to show you John Calgill in his Charleston Chief uniform. Here you go. You have made the big leagues. John Calgill is a member of the Charlestown Chiefs in the NHL, the new expansion franchise. A little close up of that beautiful face. Ready to go. Got the weird eyes, talks to himself, getting pumped up for the game. Okay, our first community player is ready to rock and roll. So we're going to go up to the first game. And because I want to see if they make him skate around the ice on his own. I hope they do. Let's go to the first game of the season against St. Louis. And our overall ratings to start the season. We've got 41 offense, 41 defense, and 71 goaltending. Look at that. They put John Calgill as the main feature on the splash screen. There you go. You made the big times, buddy. Okay, let's check out the beginning of the game. Just CPU against CPU. Chiefs Blues. You can see their offense, defense, and goaltending dwarfs what we have there. But hey, this is draft. This is fight to glory. All right. Well, yeah, they're not going to make John skate around. They're not going to show the opening here. He is number 44, by the way. There's Reggie Dunlop, number 7. And St. Louis with an early couple chances. Reggie Dunlop skating up the ice. Pass over to McQueen. Jordan Kyrou will intercept that one. Going to wait for Mr. Calgill to come on the ice for his first shift. Waiting for number 44. McQueen, a lot of room there up the center ice. Over to Dunlop. Over to Thompson. Kyrou dumps it in. Strandel up to Thompson. Thompson over the blue line. Porejko will intercept that over to Kyrou, who's at the end of his shift. He'll probably just dump this one in. No, little dip-de-doo, and what a save by our goaltender, Blumenshine. Over to Thompson. Oh, Reggie Dunlop gets rocked. Ouch. Reggie, get off the ice. Good thing injuries are turned off. Blumenshine kicks it up the boards. To Thompson, to McQueen, to Dunlop, to Thompson. Long shift here for Dunlop. Oh, takes the puck off the St. Louis defenseman. Over to the point. Pickle with the shot. First shot on goal for the Charlestown Chiefs. There's Blake Pilgrim Edwards in his nice shiny hat. Oh, yeah, there he is. Well, they got one of the rookies skating around. They chose not to pick John Calgill tonight. The rookie skate. Wiggle, Pickle, Mooseburger on the ice. Calgill, there he is on the left point without the helmet. Calgill skating back, not a real fast skater. Mooseburger to Pickle. Pickle up the ice. Gets stopped by Dvorsky. The neighbors. Calgill tries the poke check, not successful. Wiggle with the puck. The Poolman. Poolman looking for an outlet to Calgill. Calgill dumps it off to Wiggle. Wiggle over the blue line. Got an opening. Oh, Parayko takes it off his stick. Tessier, Pickle intercepts it. Over to Mooseburger. Mooseburger. Oh, no one there in the center ice. Dylan Holloway, former Edmonton Oiler. Blues dump it in. 3 minutes left to go in the first period. John Calgill looks lost in his rookie game. Mooseburger gets rocked at the blue line. Holloway to Shen. Calgill tries the poke check. Poolman with a great defensive play. Vachon for 93. Loses his balance on the hit by Parayko. Holloway to Shen. Calgill pokes the puck off the stick. Shen recovers. Oh, Calgill, where are you, buddy? Your defense, get back there. Cal, hit him, hit him. Oh, and that's going to do it for the period. There's John Calgill. At least the back of him. Oh, cross-check there. Nasty cross-check by Calgill. All right, we will sim the rest of the game, and then we'll put the Helm Biscuit bet up. Charlestown Chiefs tied at 0. That's a victory. Let's quit the game. Yes. And our Helm Biscuit bet will be over under 13 and a half. No, 14 and a half wins. Will the Chiefs get under or over 14 and a half wins? Bet your Helm Biscuits, folks. Bet as little as 10, as much as you want, and you win the Helm Biscuits off all the other bettors that are wrong. First game is a first game is a 3-2 loss. Go check out who got our first goal of the season. For 2 years in a row, our first goal has come off of the Moose's stick. Go check out this one. Hey, Brent. Ezra's in the house. Yeah, 0-0 is a win for the Chiefs. Let's go see if Ezra Denny is in the opening day lineup for Detroit. Doesn't look like it. We're going to try to trade for Ezra, but like I said, Detroit is not letting us trade for him. They want way too much Ezra. Who do they think you are? Yeah, it doesn't look like you're in their opening day lineup. All right, let's go check our loss here. 3-2. That's not too bad. I will take that. Where is it? St. Louis, Charleston. There it is. 3 stars of that first game. Dylan Holloway, Mr. Wiggle, and Tace Thompson, each with a goal apiece. So it will not be Mooseburger for the 3rd season in a row getting our first goal. It will be, oops, I don't want the stats, all events. Goals. First goal, we actually took a 1-0 lead 20 seconds into the second period. Tace Thompson, assisted by Reggie Dunlop and John Calgill. Congratulations to Flying WV, who in his very first game gets his very first point. And how fitting that Reggie Dunlop was in on that as well. I mean, you couldn't really have that any more perfect. Congratulations. Let's go to the AHL. I want to see if Cub fan Steve got his very first win. No, it is a shootout loss. Let's find out who was in net. It wasn't Cub fan Steve. He didn't play in that first game in the AHL. Okay, he does not get tagged with the loss. Okay, go back to the NHL. All right, bets are in. Bets are in. What was it set to? I think 14 and a half. Check here. 14 and a half. 44% say under. 56% think we're going to have a good season. And by good season, I mean better than the last 2 years. All right, let's continue on. Let's cancel that. And let's go to the calendar. Again, we usually fast sim a season. We get through one season every episode. So we're going to go up month by month here. Take a look at the standings as we sim through. Welcome in everyone again from Twitch or from YouTube, the YouTube crowd. Good to see you. We'll check the draft class a little bit later to see who's in the draft. Well, the Chiefs are chiefing. 0-6, 0-7. Can we get a win, please? 0-9. John Calgill. Look at this. The Chiefs are 0-10, and the Oilers are 10-0. Okay, I have a feeling about this one. I have a feeling that we might break the streak here and give Edmonton their first loss. Let's check in on this one. We're playing in Edmonton. The Chiefs, the Oilers. First period, one shot for the Chiefs. Adam Henrique scores for Edmonton. Gets the Oilers on the board. Again, this is a small victory. We're not losing 10-0 anymore. We're losing, but not 10-0. Evander Kane will get the second goal for the Chiefs. We go to the second period, or for the Oilers. Kelly, 3-0, 4-0, Draisaitl. Remember when I said we're not losing 10-0? It is 5-0 halfway through the game. Oh, 6-0. A 10-0 team beating an 0-10 team. Will they get 10 goals? I'm saying no. As we head to the third period, come on, Calgill. Can we get your first goal of the season? At least get a goal. Someone get a goal. Reggie. Throw it in the puck, Reggie. Pick it up and throw it. Do something. 7 minutes left to play. And Edmonton will go to 11-0. Edmonton Oilers, 11-0. 3 stars, Leon Draisaitl, Adam Henrique, and Evander Kane. All right, well, we're on a break right now for about another minute and a half, so we'll wait until everyone gets back from the break. And then we'll sim up to December the 1st. All right, welcome in Nolan Network Podcast, bringing over the Friday night crowd. Have you guys had a few beverages tonight? We are not playing OOTP, folks, right now. We are playing EA NHL hockey. and we are the Slapshot team. Let me show you. Let me give you a little taste of what this EA franchise is all about. For those of you that are just coming in, thank you, Nolan, for the raid. Big day tomorrow with a lot of OTP events coming on, but we got to show you this. For those of you that are just coming in, get it going here. Oh yeah, it's coming. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Using the EA NHL 25 to play out a slapshot type of franchise season. We are only allowed to draft power forwards, grinders, enforcers, defensive defensemen, and about 15 members of the community have created players for the franchise series. And we're hoping we can draft them. As you can see, as you can see, we are 0-11 this season. As you can see, if you've ever seen the movie Slapshot, they were bad, bad, bad. And then they got better. Once they brought in the Hanson brothers and, Reggie kind of took the team and said, we need to do better. And they started to fight and they started to intimidate like Philadelphia back in the day. That's what we're hoping to do. A bunch of goons. And our goal is to win Reggie Dunlop the cup. Did you see him in that clip? He looked dejected. We need to get him the cup as soon as possible. Get him the cup. So yes, you saw Fussmucker, you saw Franchise Time Machine, you saw TX Jenks, you saw Smiley Face Jane, you saw Don't Cut the D Block Dragons player, Brent 3232, his player. They are all in the minors, ready to be drafted. We only have one player on our team right now, and that is John Calgill, who got his very first point in his very first game this season. John Calgill, and that's Flying WV. You come across Flying WV in OOTP streams, that's who is on the team so far. Again, for those of you just coming in, let me just kind of show you a couple of our players. So Reggie Dunlop, the good thing about EA is when you create a player, you can use the face gen to try and get it as accurate as you can. So this is the Newman character. You see him there, Mr. Reggie Dunlop. He's about 30, 31 years old. Want to get him the cup. And the only user-created player so far that is on our team is this guy right here, Mr. John Calgill. And yeah, I had a lot of fun creating these players. John Calgill. Look at this guy. There you go. And you saw in the video clip who I kind of modeled him after. I think it was the captain or the assistant captain of the Chiefs there that had the ice pack and the mustache. So there you go. It's going to be hopefully a long series as these players play in the NHL. And again, John Calgill is the first one to make it in. Lots of other players as well. In terms of stats, Flying WV, at the beginning of December, you have 5 assists, 24 penalty minutes. You're minus 13, but you're a rookie. And you're playing about 19 minutes of ice time. So you don't have your first goal of the season yet. All right, we lost to the 10-0 Edmonton Oilers, and we have 11 losses. Not very good. Let's go to the next month. And we always fast sim, at least until we're good enough to make the playoffs and watch a little bit. Okay, good year for rookies. And then we end off the stream with the draft for the next season. Roger McQueen, our first round pick 2 years ago, wants to talk. Roger McQueen. Hey, laptop. Do you recall the challenge you gave me to become a playmaker? I've been practicing and I think it's actually paid off. I'm ready. Okay. Look, I convinced him to be a playmaker. It boosted his deking, eye hand, passing, and puck control by 2. And his morale went up by 5. Excellent. So I combinated him. We combinated Steve McQueen's son. I guess it would be his grandson. Well, the Chiefs are the over-under bet for the Helm Biscuits was 14.5, and we're 0-17, folks. 0-19 now. We do have 2 overtime losses, so we got 2 points. Yeah. Season 1, we had 5 wins. Season 2, we had 9 wins. I thought at least we'd get over 9 wins. Terrific. Let's go check in on the team here and find out what our stats are like here. Let's go and look at the stats. Reggie Dunlop leads the team in points with 11. Roger McQueen has 8. Mr. Wiggle, Zachary Wiggle, and Mooseburger have 7 points each. Tace Thompson has 6. Pickle, Ben Pickle. If you've watched my stream, you know I like pickles. Pickles, and in Canada, we have a lot of moose. So we got a Mooseburger and a pickle. And everyone needs a Poolman. 6 points. 6 points for Calgill. Yeah, not looking pretty good. Let's go check Cub fan Steve if he's played any games in the minors yet. He is the goalie we're looking to bring up next year. All right, Cubs fan Steve has 4 wins in the minors. In the movie, that was the goalie that you saw, falling over because all the shots he faced. So we recreated him in the game. 4 wins, 8 losses, and 2 overtime losses. So Cub fan Steve, as a 18-year-old, you're doing well in the minor leagues. Okay, let's keep plugging away. Let's keep plugging away in Charleston. Your mother made a great chopped liver. All right, let's go to the beginning of January. Can we get our first win? And who will it be? Who can we embarrass? Will it be Colorado? No. All right, draft class. Check it out the next month. See who's in this year's draft. 0-22. We lose 9-1 to Winnipeg, 5-0 to New York, 5-0 to Philadelphia. We are bad. 0-27. Not even the Washington Capitals in the 1970s were 0-27. Come on, beat Toronto. Beat Toronto. No, 10-1 loss. Well, if you bet the under on the Helm Biscuits, it's looking pretty safe because it's January the 1st and we haven't won a game yet. Not a game. And there's not much I can do about it. No one I can call up. So let's look at some good news here. Let's go look at the goaltender, Cub fan Steve, based off the movie. Let's see how he's doing. At least he had a positive start. Once again, here he is. The beautiful, logoless. I didn't make uniforms for the minor league team. There he is, Cub fan Steve. Yeah, you look happy in the minors. Just be glad you're not up in the pros yet, Steve. You would not look this beautiful if you were up in the pros. Okay, let's head back out. Discard. So welcome in everyone from the Twitch side, from the YouTube side. And right now he is currently sporting 6 wins on the season. Not too bad. 902 save percentage, 3.3 goals against average. Pretty good. You're going to be on the team next year, Steve, because we need you. All right, let's go to the end of January. Let's see, who are we going to get our first win against? It's going to come this month. I think it's going to come against Columbus. That's my guess. We're going to beat Columbus. Brent says Utah. I don't know. Brent Fork. Brent Fork is in the organization. He's playing in the minor leagues and the junior leagues right now. So next year, Brent Fork will be in the AHL. Well, the Utah game is coming up. I said Columbus. 6-0, Brent, and 5-1 losses. Halfway through the season. All right, let's go take a look at the draft class. I need to put a smile on my face. Let's see who is going to be in this year's draft. Well. Kitty Caldwell. Kitty Caldwell is projected to go number 1 in the draft. And projected to go number 4 in the draft, or number 5 in the draft, Fuss Mucker. 6'5", 238 pounds, 17-year-old. Yikes. So there are two community players projected to go in the top 10. And the way it's looking, we're going to get a top 3 pick guaranteed. It's a matter of, do I get Kitty Caldwell or do I get Fussmucker? Okay, well, we got Washington here. I mean, who doesn't beat Washington? We're going to slow sim this one a little bit. Let's see if we can get our first win against the Capitals here. All right, Capitals, 1 minute into the game, they get a goal. Oh, no. Oh, John Carlson makes it 2-0. Oh, Cubs fan Steve, we need you up here. We're bleeding. Suter gets another goal. 3-0 Washington in the first period. We have 2 shots. Chicharin, 4-0 Washington. It's going to make a huge difference for Washington this year. Okay, 4-0. It can't get any worse, chat. Friggin' rights, it can't get any worse. Hey, GT Sundown, the Expo player should be, I don't know if it'll be in this draft or next draft. Good to see you, GT. And thanks, GT. We didn't let a goal in this period. Celebrate. Still 4-0 Washington. Come on, come back. Charlestown Chiefs now have 17 shots on goal. They've given up 37 shots. Power play, no goal. Chicharin gets his second goal of the game. 5 minutes left, and the Washington Capitals are going to shut out the Charlestown Chiefs by a score of 5-0. Bum. 3 stars of the game. Chitrin, Logan Thompson, and Mr. Mick Michael. Connor. What did our team do? Pickle -2. Fluker -3. Reggie Dunlop was only -1. Calgill was an even. Way to go, John. You were even at least. Not an embarrassment. I'm sorry, John, that you have to go through this in your first season. I'm sorry your parents have to witness this. All right, let's go up to March. Can we get our first win? Have we scored any goals? Well, not from what you've seen. There, we got a goal against Boston. Minnesota, we got 2 goals. Things are looking up. 5 goals against Anaheim. There you go, Jenks. Oh, boy. Reggie, please don't retire anytime soon, Reggie. It's going to take a while before we get you a cup. Winnipeg, 7-2 loss. Islanders, 3-0 loss. Can we get at least 1 win this season? We can't. Our first season, we got 5 wins at least. All right. We are going into April. 0-56. We do have 6 points, though, based on 6 overtime. We can't even get lucky in an overtime or a shootout. Okay, let's go up to the Edmonton game. We play Detroit at home. We lose. Back-to-back Toronto and Carolina. A loss and a loss. Pittsburgh. I knew we'd be bad. I didn't know we'd be 0-62 bad. Like I said, this is worse than the Washington Capitals in their first season. 2-0. Let's go back to the draft class again. Let's see who else is on the draft board. Kitty Caldwell still projected to go number 1. Fussmucker projected to go number 5. Who else is here? Oh, we got the Hanson brothers. Steve Hansen, Jack Hansen, projected to go 14 and 15 or 12 and 13. All right, Clark Jenks, a community created player, grinder. He likes to grind. Expected to go 14th overall. Anyone else? Brzgalov. Minerva. Goaltender Minerva Madsen. Okay, he's projected to go later in round 1, 24th. And there's the other Hansen brother, projected to go 26th overall. So we've got quite a few players in that first round again. Holtby, we got a Holtby. Anyone else created here? We got Baffle Robitaille, projected to go early round 2. Baffle Robitaille, 17 years old, 200 pounds. Don't cut the D block dragon. O's Bones, projected to go early 2nd round. Anyone else here? So we should definitely be able to get a couple of these players. Doesn't look like anyone else. I didn't make anyone that bad, did I? Don't think so. Nope. Okay. So if you did not get drafted last year and you're not on the list this year, you will definitely be in the draft in the next episode. Let's go to April 1st. We lose to the Oilers. Lose in overtime again. We get our 7th point. Lose to Calgary and Columbus. Running out of runway here. 0-69. Well, we got to beat Fussmucker's Rangers. I mean, surely we got to beat some team. Let's check out the Rangers and the Chiefs. Capo, Caco, Zabinajed. Oh, not even 5 minutes into the game and we're down 3-0. Come on, John. You'll get your Wanchuk when Wanchuk wants to won. Title. He might be a little further down the list. He might be a late round guy. I don't know. I didn't look for every player. But he might not be till the next draft. Jaden Schwartz, Panarin gets in on the scoring here. It's a party in New York as it's 6-0. Tarasenko says, let me in on the action. Jaden Schwartz's second goal. This is brutal. Yeah, the definitely the unders have won tonight's bet. Chris Kreider, 9-0 as we end off the second period. We're just hoping for a shot. Get a shot, Charleston. Panarin. That's 10. We want 13. We want 13. Don't worry, Reggie Dunlop is watching this and he's saying, New York, I see what you did running up the score. Just you wait, New York. We're going to get revenge. Just you wait. 11-0 for the New York Rangers. Yikes. Tarasenko, 2 goals, 3 assists. Panarin, 2 goals, 2 assists. Adam Fox, 5 goals for the New York Rangers. Well, the good news is we got 3 games left. 4 games left. Can we beat Montreal? We do not. Can we beat Chicago? We lose 8-0. We go back to Washington in the second last game of the season and we lose. We are on the verge of a winless season. It all comes down to the final game of the year against Florida. Friggin' rights. On the road. Oh my God, we got a goal. Reggie Dunlop. What? Reggie. All right, Reggie. Put them on your back, Reggie. Come on, Reggie. Will us a win. Mooseburger. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. 2-0. I'm excited. We have the lead after the first period. Oh, come on. Come on, boys. Come on. Second period's underway. Power play, 5-on-3, 5-on-4, nothing. We're being outshot 21-10. Another power play, can't capitalize. Florida, don't think about it. Another power play. Man, we're playing a new style of game. We're getting the power plays. 2-1, heading to the third. Here we go. Florida, nope. Oh, tied up. Florida ties it up. 2-2. Oh, no. All right, we got to jump in. I'm sorry, we got to jump in with 10 minutes left. This is exciting times, guys. This is exciting times. Okay. 2-2 game. Come on, Charleston. Come on, Reggie. By the way, our user-created player doesn't have a helmet, so both players we're looking for are helmet-free. Wiggle to Mooseburger. Mooseburger, oh, what a snapshot. Pickle cannot get the rebound. Oh, we had our chances. Florida comes in. Verhaeghe to Tuck. Verhaeghe, Fluker up to Wiggle to Mooseburger. Mooseburger's got some open ice. 7 minutes to go in the game. Mooseburger gets hammered along the boards. Schultz to Lundell. Lundell over the blue line, gets it over to Tuck. Tuck, some open ice to Verhaeghe, to Schultz, back to Kulikov, and what a save by the Charleston goaltender. Tuck to Lundell. This is not a power play, folks. Crick, up to Pickle. Pickle dumps it in. They regroup. Schultz to Lundell to Kulikov. He gets nailed. Here comes Wiggle with a shot. And the save by Spencer Knight. Here comes Florida. Tuck up the left wing. He gets stopped. All right, here we go. Prickik. And they tied up at the blue line. Fight, boys. No, don't fight. It's 2-2 with 2 minutes left to go. All right, Reggie Dunlop is on the ice. There you see him, number 7. There he is. Come on, Reggie. Come on. Final game of the season. Charleston wins the draw. Strondell over to Blumenschein. Up to McQueen, our first overall pick last couple years ago. Oh, Reggie. Come on, Reggie. Oh, Reggie at the side of the net. There is a penalty being called. That's right. He was hooked, Sam Reinhart. You go to the timeout. Reggie, oh yeah, look at that hook. Way to fake one, Reggie. You sit down, boy. You sit down and think about what you did. All right, we got the power play. Reggie Dunlop leading the league in penalty minutes. John Cowgill, number 3 in penalty minutes. And Steve McQueen looking to win the faceoff. He doesn't. Ekblad. Over to Forsling. Lusterin in. To Barkov. Barkov tries a little fancy European move. Doesn't work. McQueen. Strondell. All right, Reggie Dunlop. Reggie skating around the net, looking for some open ice. Gets away over to Thompson. Tace Thompson over the red line. Looking to set up. Fires on Spencer Knight. 25 seconds left to go in regulation. Barkov up the ice, gets nailed. Prickik up to McQueen. McQueen gets by the defenseman. McQueen over to Thompson. He scores! He scores! Woo! Oh, Tace Thompson with his 10th goal of the season. Look at this. Gets by Spencer Knight. Off the defenseman. Oh, final game of the season. Josh Fluker gets a point there as well. Well, there's 13 seconds left. I don't want to celebrate yet. Bjornfoot over to Verhaeghe. No. Okay, good. 7 seconds left. Bjornfoot. Oh, what a save. Oh, Kachuk, Tuck. Cooley with the win. Dunlop congratulates his goaltender. And on the last game of the season, the Charlestown Chiefs pick up their only win. What a save with 5 seconds left. Blocker save. Here's the winning goal. McQueen. And the Charlestown Chiefs are victorious. Whew. All right, let's see who our 3 stars are here. Do we finally have a Charleston Chief as the number 1 star of a game? Whew. Yes, I'm excited. Okay, let's see if we can go down to the box scores here. All right, box scores. Screenshot this, baby. Screenshot it. That's what you get, Mr. Reinhart, for hooking our team captain. You go to the box for 2 minutes. We get a power play and we score. Dylan Cooley is your player of the game. 39 saves for the Chiefs. Tace Thompson, 1 goal, 1 assist for the Charlestown Chiefs. And in that game, Mr. Reggie Dunlop, 1 goal, +2. I'm not used to seeing plus signs besides our numbers. Roger McQueen, 2 assists. Tace Thompson, a goal and an assist. Mooseberger gets a goal. John Calgill, solid defensive game. Fluker, Pickle, Wiggle. We got a Wiggle, a Pickle, a Mooseberger. We got it all on this team. All right. So as you can see, we're going to go to the calendar. We're going to wait for the playoffs to kick in. Simulate up to that day. We have, look at that record. Look at that beautiful record. 1 win, 74 losses, and 7 overtime losses or shootout losses. And we win on our very last game. That you can't program that, folks. That's talent. That is absolute talent to be able to do that. All right, let me pay out the Helm biscuits for everyone that bet under. One person bet under. There we go. No, Ezra. No, absolutely not. 1 win is much, much better than 0 wins. Much better. All right, so the playoffs are underway. Before we sim out the playoffs, we're going to go and take a look at the regular season stats, see how our players did. We're going to go see if Ezra McCovey got to play in Detroit because he was, she, I guess, because it's a feminine player, was drafted by the Red Wings. Let's go check out the stats. For your Charlestown Chiefs, don't let the minus 103 throw you off. Don't worry about that. Don't worry that he was a minus 103. Roger McQueen, 37 points, 12 goals. Reggie Dunlop leads the team in goals with 14. Way to go, Paul. 28 points for Thompson, 17 for Mooseberger and Poolman. Pickle has 14. And our user-created player, John Calgill, doesn't get a goal this year. 14 assists and minus 104. Way to go, John. But you know, John, you're not here for scoring. You're here to rack up the penalty minutes, of which you got 167 penalty minutes, John. You goon. Perfect for our team. Let's go around the league and see who our overall leaders were. So these are the real teams in the NHL other than our expansion team. Edmonton Oilers, Connor McDavid will win the Art Ross. He had 138 points. Leon Draisaitl and Zach Hyman, 3 Edmonton Oilers, finished 1, 2, and 3 in overall scoring. Rigged. Matthew Tkachuk, Austin Matthews, William Nylander, Nathan McKinnon, Sam Reinhart, Mitch Marner, and Jack Hughes all get 100 points along with Sidney Crosby. Way to go, Sid. All with 100 points. Our leading defensemen this year were Adam Fox with 94, Quinn Hughes at 85, Cale Makar 82, and Rasmus Dahlin at 71. And our goaltenders of the year were not from our team, that's for sure. 45 wins for Joseph Woll, Tristan Jarry with 43, and Jesper Wallstat with 40. And based on the save percentage, I'm thinking the Vezina trophy's probably going to go to Tristan Jarry. Good goals against, good save percentage. He's probably going to get goalie of the year. Our rookies. Take a look at our rookie skaters. Kindle from the Flyers, 61 points. Estrada with 52. Nedved with 49. Frondell with 40. And we have to go all the way down here, all the way down to John Calgill at 14 points. Don't think he's going to get Rookie of the Year. I think he's just going to miss out. Just miss out. Let's take a look at penalty minutes in the league. Our goal leader was Austin Matthews. Our plus minus leader at plus 72, Connor McDavid. Most shots in the league this year went to Austin Matthews. And our penalty minute leader, Reggie Dunlop, led the league in penalty minutes. And John Calgill finished third in the league in penalty minutes. And we got to look at fights because that's our team. We fight. Most fights in the league. Jacob Middleton, John Calgill had the second most fights. Reggie Dunlop and Mr. Kyle Burrows in your top four. So pretty much Reggie and John fought a lot against Jacob and Kyle. You know, these five guys just mixed and matched their fights. Let's see if our goaltender did anything for Abbotsford. Is it Abbotsford? No, what team is our Burnaby? It is Burnaby. How did Cub fan Steve do in the minors? 19 wins for Cub fan Steve, 32 losses, a 910 save percentage, and a 303 average. He's going to be on our team next year as a 20-year-old. Cubs fan Steve is going to graduate because he had a solid season in the AHL. And I want to check if Ezra Denny played any games with Detroit. Let's find out. Detroit Red Wings. Do we have Ezra McCovey? Nope. How about in their minor league team? They might have sent him back to junior for one more year. McCovey. Nope. All right. Yep. He will likely be at least in the minor leagues next year with Detroit, unless we're able to trade for him. Hey, you pulled a nice diamond combinator, Ezra. Way to go. Cool. Is there a player worse than minus 133? I doubt it. We want to go the entire league. I doubt it. Nope. Ollie Strandell and Christian Blumenschein, Tucker Poolman, John Calgill, and Roger McQueen, all minus 100 or worse. Did I mention we're pretty bad? All right, we're going to go through the playoffs, see who wins the Stanley Cup this year, and then we're going to get to the draft, see who I get to select, and see who gets to join this lovely team. In the playoffs, it will be Colorado taking on Nashville. Minnesota takes on Dallas. Utah will take on Vegas, and the Edmonton Oilers take on Canadian rival Winnipeg Jets. Over in the East, it is the Devils, Rangers, Penguins, Jackets, Tampa Bay with their in-state rival Florida, and Toronto takes on the Philadelphia Flyers. May the best Canadian team win. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right, boiled egg. Yeah. You get a sentence. But hey, you get to be part of the rebuild. You get to be part of winning Reggie Dunlop. I'm telling you, man, that last game, that was fun. That's going to be a highlight of the franchise. Very last game of the season with 2 minutes left to play, they take a penalty and we score the winning goal. Man, that was fantastic. And especially since Reggie Dunlop was on the ice. All right, let's look at the draft class one more time before the end of the playoffs. Kitty Caldwell, number 1. Fussmucker still at the number 5. I'm going to go and actually star these players just in case I get a chance to draft them. Fussmucker, Hanson brothers. Again, I am allowed to trade for community-based players if I have the assets. And unless they're Ezra Denny's agent, I haven't had the assets. Minerva the goaltender, our third Hanson brother. Should be O's Bones. We might be able to get in the second round. Or Baffles in the second round. Most of these I'll recognize. I forget Boiled Egg again. That's the only last name that I can't remember. McGill, Maguchi, Pickle number 2. I think that's it. I don't think we have any user-created players that I made this bad. We're into the third round now. We'll go for a few more here. Hurdle. Nope. All right, so the draft will come up at the end of the playoffs. We're almost done now. We're in the final 4. Toronto, New Jersey, Colorado, and it will be the New Jersey Devils that are your Stanley Cup champions. Congratulations, New Jersey. Grand Rapid Griffins win the AHL. Okay, so now go and check out the playoff stats. Look at that. Look at that record. 174-7. Who in chat who got the Helm Biscuits? Who was the one person that bet under? You're a genius. So in the Stanley Cup final, New Jersey takes out Colorado 4-1. New Jersey's path taking out Toronto, taking out Columbus, taking out the Rangers. And Colorado gets there by taking out the Jets, the Wild, and sweeping the Predators. DX got the biscuits. Way to go. You get the biscuits quite a bit. New Jersey is your Stanley Cup winner. Edmonton, after winning back-to-back cups, will hand the cup over to New Jersey. Toronto is your President's Trophy winner, most points in the league. Colorado, your Clarence Campbell Bowl champions. And, of course, New Jersey, the Prince of Wales trophy. The individual awards, your Art Ross trophy goes to Connor McDavid. Connor McDavid voted the Hart Most Valuable Player of the Year. Cale Makar is your Defenseman of the Year, winning the James Norris. Connor McDavid wins the Lady Byng. Mr. Kindle from the Flyers is your Calder Trophy winner. Brat is the Conn Smythe Playoff MVP. Georgiev from Colorado is your Vezina winner, and Mr. Conrad Ingram is your William Jennings Trophy winner. Fewest goals scored against. It was not our goalie. I can tell you that. Our goalie came in last place. Bill Masterson goes to John Calgill. We have our first community trophy. I'm going to screenshot this. John Calgill wins the Masterson Trophy as a rookie. Way to go, Flying WV. Mr. Edmonds from Philadelphia is your Coach of the Year. Sidney Crosby wins the Best Defensive Forward Frank J. Selke Award. The players have voted Ted Lindsay as their MVP, and your Rocket Richard winner is Austin Matthews, third-time winner. All right, we're going to sim ahead to the draft. Perseverance, yeah. Not call in and say, Coach, I can't make it today. I can't make it. Oh, no, the draft lottery. Ottawa moves from number 5 to number 1. LA stays the same. And the Charlestown Chiefs, after winning one game this year, go down to the 3rd overall pick. Okay, then. Player retirements this year in the NHL. Brent Burns calls it a career, as does Chris Letang. TJ Oshie. That is it for TJ. Injury-plagued career. Mr. Killorn, Giordano, Ryan McDonough, Mark Edward, the Pickle Vlasic, Justin Schultz, Connor Sheary all retire. In terms of the defensemen that have called it quits, again, we talked about Burns, Letang, Giordano, McDonough, Vlasic, Schultz, Bogosian, Hamonic, and Jensen, Nick Jensen, and goaltenders that have retired. Marc-Andre Fleury, 42-year-old, says, that is it. I'm not playing anymore. 598 wins, 2 wins short of the illustrious 600. Robert Lehner with 152 wins, and Michael Hutchinson. Call it quits. Yeah, if it's like the NHL rules, you can't have the first overall pick more than twice in a 5-year period. Yeah, I haven't had the first overall pick yet. We've always lost the draft lottery. So we are allowed to get 2 at some point. Brent Burns becomes a coach, and so does Mark Giordano. They will be on the coaching market. Maybe we try to hire Brent Burns. Brendan Smith, Derek Ryan, Marc-Andre Fleury, Zach Bogosian, and TJ Oshie all become scouts in the NHL. And we are going to the draft. And I don't think we're going to get Kitty Caldwell. That's going to be a tough one to trade for. Kitty Caldwell was projected to go number 1. Let's see if that changed. Yeah, Kitty 1, DuPont 2, and Markstrom 3. Okay, let's see. The Ottawa Senators, with the first overall pick, will select Kitty Caldwell, 78 overall power forward, high elite player, gonna be good temporarily with Ottawa. The Los Angeles Kings will take Leave Fussmucker. Do not touch my Fussmucker. Leave him, LA. I'm warning you. They take 71 overall franchise offensive defenseman DuPont. All right, the Charlestown Chiefs are up. And again, when we look at our pin players, in terms of overall ranking here, we got to go with number 5, right? Let's take a look here. If we go with the goalie, we would have our 2 goalie system with Steve and with Minerva. Minerva is A+, A-, B-. So really good option for a goalie. If we decide to go with defense, it is Fussmucker, rank number 5. Not heavily scouted, though. We don't know much about him. And if we end up going with the forward, we got the Hanson brothers. We got O's Bones. Jack Hansen. Got a couple E's, though. He's not very smart, and he can't skate, but he's physical. Perfect Hansen brother. Dumb, slow, but tough. And Jeff Hansen's a little smarter, a little bit better skater. And then Clark Jenks is completely unscouted, other than he had 58 penalty minutes, 25 assists with the USA Central League. Baffle Robitaille, 7 goals, no other information. That is it. Well, I think we got to go with Fussmucker. He is the highest ranked player on here, and we got to go with the Fusser. With the third overall pick, the Charlestown Chiefs will select from the USA Central League, Bus Mucker. You can't hide, Jenks. You cannot hide. There is no hiding. You are not going to the Jersey Devils or the New York Islanders. Medium elite, nice. Medium elite, 71 overall. And now we can see the full stats. 90 shot blocking, 88 slap shot power, 90 aggressiveness, which is good. Not a lot of skating ability, not a lot of offensive awareness, and 90 strength. Okay, that will definitely do. This is the type of player we want. And he got a couple bonus attributes. Nice. We gave him no contest and born leader. The game gave him shutdown, stick him up, and ice pack. So he's going to be really good at blocking shots this year or next year. We might have him play 1 year with his junior club. All right, let's go and go to Lannon. Let's see where our user created players go. D Wood. Oh, please let his first name be dead. Please. Please. Dave. Dave Wood. What would Dave do? Next pick. Markstrom. Gustafson, the Buffalo Sabres. Who wants to go to Buffalo, community? None of you. You guys want to go to sunny California? Nope. How about the Bruins? No. Montreal? Nope. Off to San Jose, Jack Hansen. So one of the Hansen brothers. Is this Jack or Jeff? Jack. Don't worry, Jack. We're coming for you. We'll get you out of San Jose. Going to Detroit is Steve Hansen. St. Louis, Jenks. We're coming for you, Jenks. We're going to trade a 4th rounder for you. Jeez. All right. Let me go and just see what the cost is right now. Where did you go? I forget already. Jenks. Tell me, where'd you go? Gotta look now. You went to St. Louis. Okay. Next St. Louis pick. Out of Carolina. Where's Galoff? Vancouver. Who's coming to Canada? Murata. Seattle will take Smowitzki. Philadelphia takes Brindamore. How appropriate. Columbus, Bemstrom. And the New York Rangers take the 3rd Hansen brother. All right. O's Bones is still on the board. Baffle's still on the board. Minerva's still on the board. Minerva goes to Florida. All right. Utah, Knutson, Tampa. Reese, Dallas will go for Campbell. Off to Music City. Smith. Playing with Crosby and Malkin will be Shishkinanov. Minnesota will take Bishop. And the Edmonton Oilers. Edmonton takes Holtby. Winnipeg takes O's Bones. O's Bones goes to Winnipeg for now. Boston takes a Hall. Still waiting on Baffle. Valentenko and the Stanley Cup champions with the last pick of round 1 will take. Let's see who they take. Not Baffle. So Baffle was still on the board. Okay, we're on to round two. Kings are up. I want to go to St. Louis. And Jinx. All right, St. Louis. See if we can get Jinx off your team here. I can only trade players I've drafted, or I can trade draft picks. That's it. I cannot pick other players. What are we going to give up for Jinx? Are you willing to take a 4th round pick? Are you that stupid? You're not. Okay, he's not that good, St. Louis. I don't know what he said in his interviews, but he's really not that good. How about a 3rd and 4th rounder for Mr. Jinx? You can run. You can run faster. You can run even faster. You cannot hide. Clark Jenks is a member of the Charlestown Chiefs. All right. Next, we want to see if we can get Ottawa. This is going to be tough. Ottawa, are you willing to trade? Where are you, Ottawa? You don't even have a pick in the 2nd round, Ottawa. The Kings got your pick. Okay, we'll go to the next round. All right, Charleston is up. We want to go to a trade. First of all, I want to see where Baffle, because he was our last player. Who drafted Baffle? Baffle Robitaille. Where are you? No one wants you? Must have win in the 2nd round. There you are. LA Kings draft you low elite. And I think that was our last user created player there. Okay, so all the user created players are done. We are going to go find a trade. First, we're going to see what Ottawa. Let's see if we can trade our. We want to go to Ottawa. Oh, Kitty Caldwell. Man, oh man, I don't think we're going to be able to get Kitty Caldwell. Left bumper. No trades found. Kitty, kitty. What a pity. Let's try it this way. All right, we are willing to give up. We're willing to give up a 1st rounder, not next year, but the year after. The 2029 1st round pick. And you know how bad we're going to be. This could be a 1st overall pick, Ottawa. We want Kitty Caldwell on the team. Are you willing to give him up for a 1st round pick? Doesn't look like it. Rejected. How about a 1st and a 3rd round pick? We don't own one. 2030 2nd round pick. A 1st and a 2nd for Kitty Caldwell, Ottawa. I think you're going to like that one. Rejected. We'll give it one more shot. 4th round pick. 1st, 2nd, and a 4th round pick for Kitty Caldwell. Rejected. Do I want to give up 2 first rounders? That's a steep price. That is going to hurt our club. What? Okay, no, forget it, Kitty. Kitty, you have success. You have fun in Ottawa. Great. And it picked a guy that can't play for our team. Great. Everything's fallen apart here. Seattle, you're the beneficiary of getting who is this guy? Who is this guy we got? Modine. Congratulations, Seattle. You get an upgraded pick. Rookie skaters. Modine. And we'll take your next pick. Nope. Well, we pay the stupid tax. So I guess we get a 5th round pick. Nope. I guess we're much dumber than we look. A 6th round pick for the guy we just took. I guess it was a bad pick. Okay, give us your 7th rounder. Give us something. Seattle, you suck. How about you, St. Louis? You just traded Jenks to us. Are you willing to give us your 5th round pick? Nope. Well, we got to get rid of him. He's not allowed to play on our team. And I think you guys know that. You guys are playing hardball because you know we can't play on our team. Okay, well, how about we give you a 7th round pick as well? We'll give you a player and a 7th rounder, which is going to be better than your 7th rounder, just to take this guy off our hands. Thank you, you bum. Well, now I got to see if I can get Ezra on the team. I want to see if Detroit is a little bit more lenient now. Detroit, you don't want that McCovey, do you? Ezra McCovey. What did Ezra do last year? 11 goals and 25 assists and 50 penalty minutes. Top 6 forward. Okay. Ezra, you want to come to Charleston. It's got great Applebee's service there. They do have the green drinks. Will you take our 4th rounder? No. Will you take our 3rd round? No. No, I don't have a 3rd round pick because I traded it already. 3rd round pick a couple years from now. No. Okay. Have it your way, Ezra. 2nd round pick to Detroit for Ezra McCovey. One more try. Game. You can at least warn me. Give me a 10-second countdown. We traded Modine already. Our next pick is not for a while, so we're safe. All right, we're not going to be able to get Ezra, unfortunately. Not yet. So we'll go to our next pick. Again, we can only take power forwards, grinders. And who is available? Kejo Grodov. I don't want you. I can't pronounce your name. Weston. Power forward. D Kid. Derek Kidd. We're taking you. You're confirmed power forward. Derek Kidd is on the team. Power forward, 61 overall, medium, top 9 forward. Yeah, Stream Elements. It is Stream Elements franchise. Stream Elements is pretty easy to use. You go from the Blues to the Blues. Yeah, but think about it. You get to help Reggie win a cup. You get to do your part. Or I bench your butt. Next up, power forward Norm Byers. Elite low. We got a steal. All right. We got a low elite in the 5th round. Loving it. Go to pick 166. Sniper, two-way forward. Let's sort by potential now. Goalie out of the U.S. we can't take. Sniper, two-way forward. There's another power forward. From Moose Jaw. Not very good, but DeGenestein. Power forward. Top 6 AHL. Yeah, he's not probably going to play in the team. One more pick to go. Round number 7. Let's see if we can get one of the Hanson brothers. Does anyone know where the Hanson brothers went? I think one of them went to San Jose. Let's check it out. San Jose. Can we take that goon that you drafted? Because you don't want goons. There he is. Look, you're willing to trade him. He's in red. Excellent. Tell you what, we'll give you both of our remaining draft picks this year. Both 7th rounders. You can have that one, and you can have this one for the guy you want to trade. Nope. Okay, we'll sweeten the pot a little bit. We'll throw in a 6th rounder next year. Thank you. Okay, one Hanson in the book. Now we got to go find out who else drafted the Hansons. The Rangers and Detroit. Oh, Detroit. Cancel. Rangers and Detroit. All right, Rangers. Let's start with Detroit. See if we can get a package deal. Give us the Hanson and Ezra. You do not want to trade Steve Hansen, but we'll make it your worthwhile. We will. We won't beat you up. We'll let you beat us in the regular season next year. How about that, Detroit? Okay, this is going to cost us 1st round pick, 2nd round pick, 4th round pick. We're basically giving up 20-30 to get these 2 players. 1st, 2nd, 4th, and a 5th round pick for Hanson and McCovey. It better be worth it, Ezra. You better be worth it. Accepted. Okay. One more trade to go. You got to go find the New York Rangers. One more trade. Man, that's costly. And we want the final Hanson brothers because just like the Sedins, they won't be happy. And you do want to trade them. Okay. You want to trade them? I want them. We will give you how about a 5th round pick? We'll take off your 7th pick. 5th round pick for Hanson? No. What goes well with a 5th-round pick? Another 5th-round pick. Thank you. All right. We have done it. We have got the Hanson brothers. We have got Ezra. We have got Clark Jenks. We drafted Fussmucker. O's Bones went to Winnipeg. I guess we can see if we can get O's Bones. I don't think. Oh, yeah, there's Winnipeg. And then Baffle. Where did Baffle go? Baffle went to the Kings. All right, we'll try for O's Bones first. He wants out of Winnipeg for sure. All right, Winnipeg. Do you want to trade O's? You don't want to trade them, but we might be able to talk you into it. O's Bones right there. O's Bones, who was a late 1st-round pick. So I think you'll probably be willing to go for a 2nd-rounder. You willing to go for a 2nd-rounder for O's Bones? You are not. Okay. I understand. He's a good player. A 2nd and a 6th-rounder. O's Bones comes to Charleston. Get your foil. Get your bandages ready because O's Bones is eventually going to join the team. And one more to go. We're going to try and get Baffle. And then I think we did pretty good, but we have man, we're all in on these players. Look at all our draft picks that we've traded away. We do have a couple 1st-rounders. But next year we got a 1st and a 6th. The year after we got a 1st, 2nd, and 7th. 2030 we have 1 pick. Well, let's just trade that away. See if we can get Baffle for a 6th-rounder. I doubt it. Baffle Robitaille. Yeah, this won't go through. How about we give you a 4th-rounder to go with that lovely 6th-rounder? Nope. We're not far off, though. Add in a 7? Nope. Add in another 7. No. Take the 7s off, and we're going to add in a do I want to give up a 3rd round? Let's try another 4th-rounder. 2 4ths and a 6th for Mr. Robitaille. No. Okay. 7th. 4 draft picks is not good enough. We'll try one more 7th. And we're going to have to up our game a bit. Done. Baffle. Hope you're happy. 5 draft picks it costs to get you on the team. Okay, and we don't have any more draft picks in this round, so we can sim the rest of the draft. Reggie probably does not own a cup. So we only got 5 picks. We made a lot of moves here at the draft. We did get Fussmucker, and then we got 4 other power forwards that are eligible for the team. But our draft picks are very rare now. So next year's draft is the last draft with community created players. We do have a 1st-rounder. And then after that, we've got nothing. So whoever gets drafted next year, you're going to have to stay with the team you're on. We went all in. All right, let's advance a day. We will re-sign the coaches at a different time. Done, done, done. And let's take a look at our team. All right, to end off, we've got Mr. Reggie McQueen. No, not Reggie. Roger McQueen, John Calgill. We got McCovey. We got Oshie. We got O's Bones, Robitaille, Dunlop, Brent Fork, Franchise Carlson, Fussmucker. We got the gang, Jenks, Hanson. Oh, the next episode. We're not winning one game, folks. We are winning more than one game next season. We even still have Mooseburger. I'm signing you now for one more year. We're going to qualify you. You got to be part of this team, Mooseburger. And in the minors, we still have Cub fan Steve. Brent Fork. Those Bones. Oh, yeah. We got most of the crew here. I think we got everyone, right? Was there anyone I was not able to get? I think I got them all. Didn't think it could be done, but we got them all. All right, gang. That is going to be it for me. Ezra is playing OOTP, so I'm going to send you over to Mr. Denny. Again, on tomorrow night with PTCS coverage. All the best. If you're in the PTCS, I hope you make it far. You guaranteed at least one card, but I hope you get a few more as well. For those of you watching on YouTube, thank you for joining me on the Get Reggie a Cup series. And as I showed you at the beginning of the show, my goal now is to get one of these babies. Oh, yeah. I need a Funko Pop. I need it. I need it bad. Funko Pop. Reggie Dunlop. See you next episode.
I'm an expert at overthinking things that I shouldn't. You come across as a cool guy, someone who's the opposite. I can't